Happy holidays, Taurus. Welcome to your December 2021 astrological forecast. Well, there's a couple really important things going on here right now. Okay, there's a new moon solar eclipse on the 4th in the sign of Sagittarius, and Jupiter moves into Pisces on the 28th. But for now, I'm just going to tell you, okay, Mars is in Scorpio up until the 12th, and then it's gone. Okay, so, Scorpio being your opposite sign, right? And I've already mentioned about how people tend to come at you rather aggressively during this time. They're kind of pushy, whatever. I just want you to know that you only have till the 12th to have to put up with that, okay? Because Mars moves into Sagittarius on the 13th. The Sun is in Sagittarius up until the 20th. Mercury is in Sagittarius up until the 12th. And that new moon solar eclipse occurs in Sagittarius on the 4th. So, the effects of an eclipse last for months. Okay, so it doesn't have to be exactly on the 4th. Could be a few days before or after. But whatever occurs around that time might be kind of like important, because where you have Sagittarius in your chart is your 8th house of other people's resources and money. Money coming to you through means other than earning it. This is the house of legacies and inheritances, insurance payouts, legal settlements, any kind of refund, credit. This is also your partner's resources. Okay, this is a house of shared resources, anything that you could own with someone else. Okay, so it could be a business partner or a marriage partner, right? So it's also shared debt, but this is where credit cards and bank accounts also fall. Okay, so having this a new moon brings new beginnings, and having an eclipse occur at the same time really puts a lot of zap into this area in your chart. So it's going to be kind of like affected for like the next so many months, right? So, you're either on the receiving end of money. It could be from a partner, could be from an inheritance of some kind, or it could be a legal settlement, some kind of legal matter, just because you have planets in Capricorn in your 9th house. I'll get to that in a minute. That is legal. That's the house of legal matters. Around the same time, though, this month rather, on the 18th, okay, there's a full moon in Gemini in your 2nd house. Okay, these are the money houses, the 2nd and the 8th. 2nd house is how you earn your money. Money earned through work that you do, or whatever, if you sell something or whatever, investments and stuff. So around that full moon, you could be having a discussion with, let's say, like a partner in regards to jointly held assets, even, not just money, anything actually. It could come to a head at this time. That's what full moons do, though, is they bring things to the surface where you can deal with them, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. And since this is happening in both the money houses, and remember, you are the natural ruler of the 2nd house, okay, where some activities going on here, right? You could even figure out that you're owed a lot more as far as if you're working, if you still work. There's, taxes or something being taken out of your paycheck that you didn't even know about, or insurance or something being taken out that you didn't even sign up for. All these nice extras, or your bank is charging you fees for stuff you never even heard of, and the same thing with the credit card companies, okay? So that's, could just be like a phone call away of flipping out on somebody when you're screaming in the phone, customer service, customers, and you can't get to an agent, okay? Whatever. but it could be just something like that. Okay, but the eclipse here is a good thing. It's a good thing. New moon eclipse, okay? The sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st, and Mercury moves here on the 13th. Venus has been in Capricorn since the beginning of November, and Pluto's been here for years. And where you have Capricorn in your chart is your 9th house, and this is the house of legal matters. You know, so you could be, you know, in talks even. It could just be in the talking stage of a settlement that somebody's willing to make with you. Okay. Mercury here, though, this is a long-distance communication and travel house. There's not a big indication of travel, but you could be, you know. Having Pluto here, though, I would think has changed. This is the house of higher education and just knowledge, learning. You know, I'd have to say you've taken up maybe some different kinds of beliefs from different cultures, maybe even adapting some of them into your own life, but you become like curious, you know, about, it could be philosophical and religious beliefs, but it could be just anything about, the 9th house is foreign, okay, foreign people, foreign countries, foreign cultures, so something like that, okay. Now, with Venus here, as long as it's going to be, I've already done a video on this aspect, Venus conjunct Pluto, because this aspect will be in effect pretty much on and off up until March. So it's going to be here a long time, and it looks like you have some kind of, I don't know, either business dealings with or communication with, a rapport or something with someone who lives at a distance or actually lives in another country. So you could be traveling at this time. It could be because of the holidays, okay? But it is a big communication house, though, too, at this time. So I'd have to say you'll be at least starting now long-distance phone calls and email back and forth, something like that. But it's to somebody who lives in another country or at a distance. Okay, so now the other big thing here is Jupiter moving into Pisces on the 28th. Okay, so where you have Pisces in your chart is your 11th house. Neptune here turns direct on the 1st, but Neptune's been here for a while. It is the natural ruler of Pisces, and Jupiter is the natural ruler of Sagittarius. But in astrology, there are planets that are in detriment when they're in a certain sign, but they're also exalted in certain signs, meaning they really flourish when they're in that sign. So even though Jupiter is the natural ruler of Sagittarius and it's like at home there, it is exalted in Pisces, okay? So it really does really well, and these two planets together are very spiritual. Okay, very selfless. You know, having Neptune in your 11th house by itself, this 11th house is your friends and acquaintances, where you would normally go to hang out, any kind of organization that you belong to. It's also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes, but it's your most sociable house, and it is social media. Sometimes you don't see your friends clearly. The phrase that goes with Neptune a lot of times is seeing, looking through rose-colored glasses, meaning you're always wanting to see the best side of something or someone, and maybe not clearly seeing them for what they really are. There could be something pretty deceptive about at least one of your friends or acquaintances or any kind of organization that you belong to. Okay, now Jupiter moving in here actually brings a new person, at least one new person into your life. And this could be the whole guru effect. Okay, you'll have to listen to my Jupiter in Pisces video, okay? But you could either join some kind of group right now. that has to do with, you know, spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs. You could start to get involved in like parapsychology or ESP, you know, something which no one says anymore. They say psychic ability, whatever. It's ESP, okay? The sixth sense. Something that's like, might seem a little out there, okay? You can also be involved in any kind of charitable work. Join an organization that protects like animals or something like that, or some other cause that needs help, you know? So you could be a part of something like that. Even if one doesn't exist, you may actually create some kind of organization like that to protect you know, it's certain animals or even people. You know, it's a, this is a selfless transit at times. So I would have to say to you to, I really don't think that you're the type that would do this anyway, but you should not give away, give someone like a friend or an acquaintance the upper hand or the advantage in going after a dream that you've always wanted. You may feel that they may need it more than you do, or they're more deserving or something weird like that. But don't put your goals or your wishes. Okay, this is the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. Don't put them on the back burner in order to help someone else achieve theirs, or step aside and not compete for something that you would, you know, that you want. Like you deserve it just as much as the next person. But you might be in your crowd of friends. There could be someone who's like a little pushy and always thinks that they deserve everything. Okay, and you don't. Even if it's something that's like actually yours or whatever. So it's just something to keep in mind in regards to your friends. Okay, this is also social media, the 11th house. And be careful who you're in touch with on there, because there could be somebody very deceptive right now. They're not using their real screen name. And it could even be somebody, I don't know, that the reason they're deceiving you is because maybe you don't want to hear from them, right? But you could have actually friended them not knowing who they really are. Okay. The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Taurus on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Scorpio. And those days are the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for money is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So I hope you enjoyed your astrological forecast for December. If you did, please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell and you'll be notified each time I upload something. Also check out my weekly forecast and check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who only want to know one or two things about their chart. But if you would like to have your chart done, there's also a link there to my website. Okay, so happy holidays, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.